Good morning, everyone. It is 8:03. It is time for First Alert Weather Extra. I'm Meteorologist Jill Gilardi, and I'm sure you are enjoying this beautiful weather as much as I am, and it gets to hang out with us another day or two before we start to see more shower chances off and on returning and staying with us, at least through the front part of the weekend. Muggier air is going to come back too, so enjoy the dry, comfy air that's in place right now. Well, the Connecticut River, there's still minor flooding going on, so that's why the river flood warning continues basically from Hartford Point southward along the river. You can track more details on this by going to the First Alert Weather app. And winds today, not terribly strong, but a nice breeze, very similar to yesterday, but it's enough to really, can you tell in my voice, a little bit extra sniffly. I'm going to have to start doubling up on my allergy meds because, you sit outside, it's beautiful, but it's going to kick up that pollen, and especially any little breeze, it's going to make it a little worse. All right, well, we start off below average this morning, even had a little patchy frost, sunset windshields, like up in Staffordville. Most places were fine, plants were fine. This afternoon, the normal high is 71, and many places will be rising above that. So inland today, low, there will be some mid-70s too, better chance for that in the Hartford area, Enfield. But generally, we're going to enjoy sunshine, some clouds increasing later on today. But nonetheless, it's going to be bright and beautiful. Shoreline, the wind's coming up from the south today, so that means your temperatures will be more so in the mid and upper 60s. So, the allergy forecast, it's not great. It's high today. It's moderately high Tuesday and Wednesday. It barely comes down in terms of the scale. So it's all those trees blooming, blooming, blooming. We had all that rain, and now we have warmth and dry weather. Now, you can see down to the south and west on satellite and radar. Those are high, mid-level clouds. It could equate to a beautiful sunset. Just want to let you know about that, give you that first alert as those clouds arrive this evening, but they're non-rain producing. So high pressure in control of our weather. As that high slides to the east, we will start to notice the return flow. But in terms of the low-level moisture and the better rain chances, still most of tomorrow looking dry. So the forecast tomorrow calls for temperatures once again in the 70s. We will have more clouds tomorrow, but most of the day features dry weather. So you have another day to enjoy. Now the wind's coming up off to the south, a little stronger, a few more clouds, so temperatures a little lower, but still pleasant for this time of year in the mid-60s along the shoreline. So let's get to First Alert Futurecast for Tuesday. The wind flow starts to shift more to an easterly direction, and we're expecting that shower chance to increase to the smallest degree southwest at 3 o'clock. Otherwise, we're dry across the state. It's really well after dark, which is perfect. So if you're going to the Yard Goats game Tuesday, if you have tickets the rest of the week, well, Tuesday looking like you'll get through the game without having to worry about rain. But that starts to change as we get towards Wednesday. Wednesday, we start off with some showers, light to moderate in the morning, breaks up during the afternoon, a small chance, with more development in terms of showers, a couple downpours, and perhaps a thunderstorm. But as you can see, it doesn't cover the entire state. But nonetheless, plenty of chances ahead in our upcoming forecast. And in terms of the precipitation outlook, going 6 to 10 days, and then also going out 8 to 14 days, very similar, very blanketed, a slight lean in the wetter direction, but not a strong signal of that happening. A low-end signal of the above-average temperatures to continue beyond the 7-day, at least through day 10. But then the 8 to 14-day outlook shows below average temperatures. So remember, the normal low is 47, normal high is like 71. So any number below that, well, that would be below average. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh my gosh, we're getting cold snap, major cold snap, things like that. But we'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, that's far out, but something we'll keep a watch on because we can get a late season frost or freeze, and that could be very bad news for like strawberry plants, any farms that don't have that irrigation system. That could be problematic if that were to happen. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but something to think about, put in the back of our head for the next week or so. So this week, beyond the 7-day, we'll watch for those temperatures. But this week, we are going to be very mild at night, above average, during the day, above average. We'll have each and every day a chance for some showers, maybe a few thunderstorms. Some of that carries over into the nighttime hours. Right now, that best chance, the main time frame for this unsettled patterns Wednesday through Saturday. So it's not rain all day. It's one of those, you take one day at a time. We nail down, the wetter time frames versus the drier ones. But it's really got to keep up with the First Alert Weather app, the radar on it, to know, okay, is there a shower coming this way? You press the play button, it animates over, 30 minutes or an hour, and you're like, okay, maybe I have an additional, hour outside before that rain shower gets, to your location. So this time of year, it's just easier to just keep up with things on the radar, on the app while you're on the go. If you have a chance to, of course, watch the news, that's even better. You're going to get a full update on the radar and much more on the forecast, of course. And for more in-depth information on the forecast and new data, we'll be sharing that coming up tonight on First Alert Weather Extra. That's at 9:30 p.m. So just set a little reminder for that. All right, but in the short term, enjoy this dry, nice, warm weather before it starts to get unsettled and a little bit muggier again. Take care, everyone.